Hey guys, Cajun Reseller here, back at you with part 2 of the Abita Springs yard sales. Starting out with this one, this was about probably 9 o'clock or so, I would guess. First thing I look at is clothing. They didn't have any prices out, which is always, you always wonder what the prices are going to be on stuff. First thing I pick up is this Sony Walkman right here. I think it was $1 or $2 when I asked. Anytime I see Sony Walkman, I'm going to pick them up. I couldn't see what it said on there, but the price is actually on that thing. I did debate that hat. I didn't notice the brand. If it's Pendleton or some kind of brand like that I recognize, I will usually pick up hats, but not always going to pick them up if I don't see it. I keep looking at this sale. I don't think I pick up too many items at the sale, but I did stay around for a little while, so y'all are going to see some footage from that. But that chess set probably would have been worth it. I think it was 10. I can't tell exactly what that says, but it was a decent price for what it was. There were some decent items here. I just didn't. I did have the GoPro, so I guess I could have used my phone to look them up. I guess for some reason that day I just didn't feel like looking it up, or stuff that didn't look like it was worth it to me. But keep looking. You see suitcase there. What's over here? I don't remember what was exactly at this sale, but I do pick up 1 or 2 more items, I think, at this sale. That thing was way too big for me to look at or pick up. I was trying to get to the clothing that he had right there. I thought I saw something that was really good, and I think that's why I was trying to wait for that person to go past it. Those items, I did look them up at some point, I think. I didn't look them up whenever I was filming, but eventually I do look them up. They weren't worth picking up. So I do decide to loop back to where that person was putting up the stuff. He's not there anymore, so I can actually look at it now, at least somewhat look at it. They were NFL jerseys, so these weren't worth anything. It's Lakeview. I think that's like a high school out in that area. These were Saints jerseys, Deuce McAllister, and a bunch of Drew Brees jerseys. They were asking like 15 to 20, maybe even $40 for some of those. They were new with tags, so sometimes jerseys are worth it. But since none of those players, Deuce retired a long time ago, Drew Brees retired a couple years ago, and although he's probably the most recognized player in Saints history, it's still hard to pick up a jersey from a retired player unless it's a special edition one or one that has like the Super Bowl patch on it. Usually those are worth a little bit more because the Saints only been to 1 Super Bowl, which is still better than a lot of other teams. And, well, they've been to one and won one, which is still better than a bunch of other teams. Looking at DVDs as well, I do pass on all those. I was looking for video games more than not. Family Guy, one of the worst shows ever. If you like it, sorry. I had a bad experience with it in college. My roommate watched it until 2 a.m. I think I've said that before, but yeah, my roommate watched it until 2 a.m. some mornings, and that wasn't fun for school the next day. Wasn't a fun roommate at all, and luckily I was able to get rid of him pretty fast. I do look at some more stuff here. I think I've probably already looked that up once, but I pass on everything else that I see here, and all I pick up is the Sony Walkman. I'm about to go and show you the negotiation kind of, and also a little bit of fun interaction between me and the lady of trying to getting this Sony Walkman to work. She just didn't do one thing to get to work, and here's the interaction.
Yeah, so did he have
I didn't see a price on this thing.
Take his nap, yeah.
Jeez. How much you want to pay?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
$2?
Do you know if it works or not?
I don't know how to work it. I put a brand new battery in here, and you can figure it out. This is a brand new battery, and I saw power, and I don't know what else to do.
Alright.
So,
Well, the power came on, that's probably a good sign.
okay, but I don't know what else to do. So you figure it out. Here's a brand new battery. That's why I didn't put it inside. I don't know how to work this.
I'll do 2 for it.
Okay, but you want to see if it works first? You know.
If it power's on, that means it works.
Okay, but what else you do? Hold on. See? But what? How do you do that? I don't know.
Power thing. All right, let's see what they have.
Well, look at this. Freaking fax machine.
Yeah. My mom's old fax machine.
$5.
I thought I put 2. Yeah.
See, now you can hear it's working.
Okay.
I actually had to turn the volume button.
Oh, there you go. See, something as complicated as that. Thank you.
Thank you. So that was my find for that sale. I don't have an exact value on it because I don't know where it is right now, but it's somewhere. On to the next sale. This one, I find some decent items in this one too. It's a Boston Bruins, I believe, hockey helmet. For a while, I couldn't figure it out exactly what it was. That video game, I did look it up. It wasn't worth picking up. I do pick up this glove as well. I think it's worth $50 to $60. It's a catcher's mitt. I still have it listed in my store. It did have a lot of writing on it, but that's not necessarily a bad thing when it comes to gloves. I mean, it's going to detract from the value a little bit, but if it's still functional, someone will buy it, and most people aren't going to care about stuff that's written on it. I think it had New York Yankees, it had a phone number for the kid, or stuff like that. I'm looking it up right here, the model number. Mizuno, usually baseball gloves do have model numbers on them. It's usually on the inside part of the glove. I already looked at that, so right now I'm looking up the model number for it. I think they were asking like $2 or $3 for this. I think might have been what they were asking. So not much for a glove. And usually if I see baseball equipment, I'm gonna look it up. And I do pick this glove up as well. The glove is currently listed in my eBay store for $58 plus $8 shipping. The Boston Bruins helmet, which, as you'll hear in interaction a little bit, I accidentally called them Pittsburgh Pirates. I have no idea why. Hockey helmet, baseball team. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. I meant Pittsburgh Penguins, I guess, because that's the actual hockey team. You'll see that in a second, though, whenever I screw that up. But I continue looking at stuff, and then I'm going to ask her in a second what the prices are on these. And she said, you'll see it in a second. I do debate that crocheted blanket right there. Also, the hat, the clubs. I passed on those. I don't even know if I looked up what brand they were. I should have looked more into that. Golf clubs is something I don't like shipping, but if the profit's there, I will pick them up. Here is the interaction between me and the lady, and her son, I think, was the one selling the gloves. Here's the interaction.
Sander.
How much is the glove?
2.
Okay.
Right? You said yeah, all the gloves are 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm
take the
heading
helmet
down
as
the
well.
Browns, but I'm like,
I'm sorry?
going to
This is the
visit
Pittsburgh
place
Pirates,
that
I think?
heard about.
Boston Bruins.
Oh, Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
didn't see
said,
the P.
I'm heading
I thought it
down
was a
to
P because the B's
Like,
covered up.
Oh, yeah.
That was a
I'll
guy
take
girl
these
from
two.
Brownsville,
Okay.
Florida. Texas just sounds better in the song.
Yeah.
It
does. It does sound better in the song.
Anyway, what are you thinking on?
How many of the bottles are you trying to grab? Which ones do you want?
I don't know.
All right.
Like I was thinking these right here.
Oh, do you want a
but
bag?
Also,
At the next sale, I'll also buy only one item. There are some cool items that, as I look back on this clip, I probably should have picked up. Maybe that Santa thing, because the prices are actually pretty good here, which isn't always common for garage sales. That little dog, I think it was a little overpriced. I can't remember the price of it. I probably still should have picked it up. If it was going for 50, I don't remember what it was going for on eBay. The little Jack in the Box would have been fun. Gumbo, I would have picked him up if he was something other than the Saints mascot. If he was like the Baton Rouge Kingfish. I sold a little tiny plush of that for like $80 a couple months ago, or the Zephyrs mascot, or even the baby cakes. Here's the interaction on the blanket I bought. How much are the blankets?
They were $1, right? I think this is $2.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I do wind up buying that blanket. Unfortunately, I don't remember what it was or what it was worth, but it was definitely worth more than $2. I'm pretty sure. I go back and look at the electronics here. I don't see anything that sticks out to me. Usually, I'm looking for like cords that go to a game system or even video games in general. Here is the next sale. I don't buy anything here, but I do pick up this. Unfortunately, it was way overpriced, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. How much were you asking for the saddle? How much were you asking for this? $250. Okay. At $250, I had to pass on that saddle. The comps were around $300 to $400. I don't remember the exact brand on it, but if it was cheap enough, I would have definitely picked it up. It wouldn't have been fun to ship because it would have been big, but I don't find anything at this sale, but just for your information, saddles can be really good. This is the next sale. This is where I pick up some really nice Barbies. A lot of these have already sold. So what I'm doing here is usually what I do on Amazon. I'm scanning each one. They are actually new in the packaging. So I'm scanning each one of these on Amazon to see what they're going for. I've actually already sold a couple of them. Both of the Wizard of Oz ones I believe already sold. Actually, no, I don't think I picked up the Wizard. I picked up the Glinda the Good Witch from Wizard of Oz. She sold for, I think, $88. I'm going to throw the screenshot up right here of her sale price. She did sell on Amazon. I sent them in via FBA right before I left to go up to Arkansas last time. That way I'd have some stuff to sell. I also sold Maria Von Trump. I think I'm going to show her as well for like $68 or something like that. I still have one of these Barbies left that I haven't sold yet. I think it was like the holiday Barbie that I just showed y'all right there, maybe. Not sure exactly. I think I did pass on Dorothy. I did pick up 3 Barbies here. They were $20 each. I negotiate with her to get the price a little bit cheaper, because whenever I first walked up to the sale, y'all didn't see that interaction, but she said, she'd work on the price with me. So I figured, that was an open invitation to make an offer on items. Anytime they say make a deal, make me an offer on something, that's like inviting me to make a deal with them. I do say hi to the puppy here. Anytime I see a puppy, you see it right there. Anytime I see a puppy at a yard sale, I'm going to say hi to it. And in general, people will let you go up and pet their dogs if they have them there. You just make sure you're cautious about it, But here is the interaction between me and her and what I negotiate for the price for these 3 Barbie dolls. Hey, I'm interested in these 3.
Pardon?
You said you could work on the price a little bit on
Yeah. How many? What? These 3?
Yeah.
Same to you, darling. You want to make me an offer? Like 20, 40, 60 for the 3?
50.
That's fine.
Okay.
You sell these things?
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, those.
What I need to do is convince my mom to give me all the ones she has.
I had about 1,000 of them.
1,000?
In the boxes.
These are the last ones, or you still have way more?
No, I've got some. Did you see the redneck?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, darling. I appreciate it.
This may have been one of the best sales for me for that day. I do not actually pick up the Pikachu, which may surprise you. The little Debbie, it was only $1. It already sold for like $20 plus $4 or $5 shipping. That sold within a couple of days of me buying it or just posting it. The Piglet is also already sold for, I think it sold for $13 plus shipping on Facebook. The Mickey hat, I probably should have picked that up. I think it was I think it was $4 or $5, which is a little pricey on it. I don't think I actually looked it up, but Disney stuff can usually do pretty well. This is actually 2 different sales combined into one. I think this side was his and the other side was hers. Once you get up there, you'll actually see the different people running it. But overall, it was a pretty good sale. I look at a lot of the items over there. None of them appealed to me to purchase for this day. And then I go over here and I think look at this one more time. I think I'm looking at the DVDs. DVDs, you can never tell. Usually there's no value to DVDs, but you never know when a video game's going to be hidden down there and you're going to get a video game for $1 and it's going to be a good one. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. Here I'm looking at the items that are shown. The Buffalo Bills license plate cover, I think that's what that is. It probably was worth it for $1 or $2, which is what they were asking. The prices were in general really good at this sale. I do pick up that Vikings helmet, and it has already sold. I'll discuss that a little bit more later whenever I ask them the price and discuss the sale. The shoes, I thought they might have been Allbirds or some version of that, but I did look at it, and it didn't look like it was interesting to me, or it wasn't a brand that I recognized. And I think they were only asking $4 or $5, so I probably should have picked those up. Here at the clothing, the Guinness shirt might have been good. If y'all do clothing, would y'all pick that up? I don't remember the prices on the clothing. In general, I think this rack was probably like $2 or $3. Nothing great or anything. I mean, nothing too expensive. Why am I saying nothing great? $2 is great for a shirt. Usually at thrift stores, you're going to pay $5 or $6, $7, $8 depending on the shirt. But this day, I'm just looking. I don't pick up any clothing here. I do pick up a really nice motorcycle jacket in a second. We're gonna get that in a second though. You gotta wait for that. But here I'm looking at more of the stuff here. That might have been like a bocce ball set. I think I've already got a couple of those and never really tried to list them. Here, looking at that new in the packaging item wasn't worth it. The little mask wasn't worth it either. Here is the discussion about the helmet. How much is the helmet?
Dad, how much is the helmet?
Oh, I don't know. Make me an offer.
I'll say $1.
Huh?
$1.
Nah, take it with you. He ain't gonna listen. I'm kind of saying practically.
So I got that helmet for $1. Anytime I pick up a mini helmet like that for $1, I'm going to. It's already sold for $15 plus like $4 or $5 shipping. So I've easily made my money back on that, obviously. I think I'm looking it up here. I'm not sure if I'm looking this up or I'm looking the peeper guy. I think I'm looking the peeper guy up to see if he's worth picking up or not. The sell-through rate was good enough to pick him up. The helmet, though, pretty good find there. Only paid $1 for it, and you can't pass up, paying $1 for something and getting it and selling it. I'm throwing the screenshot up right here. I think as I go, y'all be able to see the sale. It was the best offer accepted at $15, but only paid $1.
That is for that ball.
Oh.
This box right here is actually
What it was?
one of those.
Good luck getting that back in there.
Yeah, well, no, this is a one and that's one.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2.
How much are the...
This one here is 15.
Okay.
Only because of what it is.
Yeah.
This one here is 15.
Okay.
That there is 3.
Did you ever actually use it?
No,
Why not?
because we bought it and we wanted to scare somebody, it never did.
Of course, I had to pick up the creeper guy. Yeah, you can't pass on that. That was a really weird find, but cool find as well. I hadn't sold yet. I've had offers. I think I have it listed for like $40. Y'all saw me comping it there as I was going, and it was worth picking up to me. It'll sell eventually for probably $35 to $40. I've gotten lowball offers of like $25 and $30 so far, but I've passed on those offers because I just don't think they were worthwhile offers for me. The sales history was a decent sell-through rate, I think. I think I might have showed it in the video. I couldn't tell if y'all could really see it or not. Looking back, I can't really see it too well on my phone. Here I'm looking up the Indian motorcycle. She's actually changing the price as it goes. So the price actually goes up to $20 because she asked whoever the other person was and they raised it. Should have paid for it right away and then we got it for 15 instead of 20. But I'm about to come up on the end of the sale where I pay them for the items. So yeah, this was a pretty good sale. A lot of the items from this one have already sold. I think most of the items actually from this one have already sold.
Yeah, that one is going for 20.
I'll take it.
Now this is mine. These are theirs.
Okay.
So you gotta pay for these with them.
Okay.
That's good, yeah.
23.
Oh. The creeper's yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you got? All right, Fire, what we got? $1 and dollars,
That one's 2, so 4.
Okay, $4. Yep.
Y'all have change?
Yeah, here, Fred, you got change?
This jacket sold for $130, making it the best find of this video. On to the next one. Here is the next sale. I find one item at the sale that I pick up, and then I'm going to show the comp of what it sells for. I haven't actually listed it yet, or tested it, which I probably should, but hey, I bought it thinking it was going to work. It's worth probably between $65 and $70. I'm going to throw the screenshots up right here so you can see it. It's some kind of Sony DVD recorder. Yeah, I had no clue that even existed. Obviously it exists because people like to copy DVDs. I found a bunch of those burned DVDs in storage units that were made probably using a device like this. But I'm going to discuss it in a second, ask her what the price is right here. How much is the Sony thing?
$5.
Alright. I was just there.
Oh, really? I love that.
I just drove back from Florida last weekend.
Oh, okay.
Had to stop at the one in Alabama.
Yeah.
In theory, we'll get one here eventually, right?
I think so. I think there
Or
is
in this
one
area.
coming, like, yeah.
There's one in Ruston, but that doesn't help us down here.
Right. I think there's going to be one coming between Hammond and Baton Rouge. So.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. At this sale, I don't want to pick up much. Only pick up one item. You see it right here in my hand. Normally, I would not suggest picking up towels like this. It's just a random towel from a giveaway they had at the stadium. But it's a team that's no longer in existence, the New Orleans Voodoo. It was an Arena Football League team. Anytime I can pick one of something like that up that doesn't exist anymore, I'm going to pick it up. I picked up a Baton Rouge Kingfish plush, and it sold for like $80, like I already said in this video once. And New Orleans Baby Cakes, New Orleans Zephyrs, any team that is no longer in existence, usually the stuff for it will sell well. This probably will sell for $15 to $20, and I'm only going to pay a tiny bit for this. I'm going to show the discussion in a second of what I paid for it, but yeah, I think I paid less than $1 for this item. How much for the towel?
50 cents.
All right. Thank you.
Away, and
Yeah.
I think they supplied him with this
Oh, wow.
because he was professional. Yeah, let's pull him out and see what's in there. Just be really careful.
Do you have any like garden pots?
Just those old plastic ones.
Okay, how much are those?
I've got a stack of them you can take for just So they've been in this shed.
Yeah.
So come make me an offer.
All right.
Where's Chris?
Upstairs.
Ooh, you said that big old rat.
Wait, what?
It was. He just ran that way.
No, I'm glad I didn't see it.
I'm glad I didn't either. Makes me wonder if he came out this pouch or something. So it's a good thing that at least these were covered.
Yeah.
I got them to hold tomato plants up
That's
with.
what I was just talking about. Yeah.
You know, you can take them all for $3. I think that's what I ended up giving for them. So a good polishing,
Yeah.
and I think they're all Callaways.
Okay. What about these?
$5 for the two of them.
All right. What about for just one? Because this guy's got a hole in him.
Oh, well then just give me $1 a piece on them.
Okay.
I didn't know what condition they were in because I noticed that one got chewed on.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of them had some.
Oh, you see, those boxes have been shut up for a year. So.
Yeah.
Chris, he's gonna make an offer on them.
Okay.
So make your offer. Let's see what you say.
I thought you said 3. You said something about 3. That was for all of them or just for one club? Or?
Oh no, I don't know what
Oh,
we're
that-
talking about.
okay.
I think we're talking about those. Oh, no, like I said, they're all Callaways. I know that one Big Bertha sells for like $150. So $50 for
We're
all
probably
of
not-
them.
I would take that.
All right, I'll pass. Thanks. So.
Okay. I need to like look into these.
I honestly wasn't, that they were just in the shed.
Yeah, right, but I know that one time you had kind of claimed them.
Yeah.
But,
They'd probably still be up here if they wouldn't have brought
Right.
them down.
I don't know. It looks like a lot of them are getting pitted.
I tell you what, if you want one, 25.
Okay, all of them for 25 if you want them. All right, he said 25.
All right. I'll do 25 for the golf clubs and these two.
Got it. All right, was this you in the blue?
Yeah.
Okay, but we kind of go off in the turnaround.
Thank you. If y'all made it this far in the video, thanks for coming along for part 2 of the Abita Springs yard sales. That last sale was interesting. You heard her say something about a rat. Well, yeah, there was a rat in there. And when I got back out of my car the next day, I left the clubs in the car overnight. Y'all have heard this story maybe on the Clickbait podcast, Resell Clickbait podcast. Go check it out if you haven't. I was on there talking about the Abita Springs yard sale a little bit. She said, a rat ran out across. That was a preview. There were dead rat babies in my car the next day. Yeah, it stank. Like, stank dead rat. Yeah. Blech, gross. I definitely cleaned out the car that day. And that teaches me never to leave stuff in the car. But at least they weren't alive anymore, and the smell went away when I took them out, took the dead ones out. I did throw away the golf bag. I still have the golf clubs. They're probably going to be worth around $200, I would guess, between them. The drivers were in pretty good condition. The irons had some problems with the grips, but they can be re-gripped pretty easily. And so that's it for this yard sale, guys. Thanks for coming along. Y'all get to see me at the end of it. Been doing voiceovers mainly, but y'all get to see me at the end of it. So thanks for coming along. Don't forget to leave a like, comment with your favorite item that I found. Mine's going to be probably the Indian motorcycle jacket because it's already sold for $130 plus shipping. Subscribe, not subscribed. Thanks for watching.